Football Stadium. This is Larrakia country. This is Larrakia Park. I want to thank the elders past, present and those emerging for permission to play what I think is going to be a really interesting game of football here this afternoon. My name is Bruce Stalder. I've got Service Chittikar with me. Service, this is going to be your first call. I'll come to you in a minute. Are you nervous?
Not so much, but let's see how well I'm prepared for this. But thanks for the opportunity, Bruce.
Mate, it's great to have you here.
It's an exciting day of football today.
It will be. Now, two teams we have come to this game with very different backgrounds over the last couple of weeks. Port Darwin have just been getting closer and closer and closer, and finally last weekend they got their first win of the season, and it was in style, and it was over the current champions and premiers. So that was a real feather in their cap. They look good throughout the year in just patches, but last week it all came together. We'll see if they can repeat it again today. We're talking about Port Darwin. They'll be out in their claret and blue, their traditional colours. They're up against Darwin Hearts, a team that comes here today looking for a win. They need one. They started the season in very, very pragmatic and a very fluid sort of style of play. They've got to find that again. They've got to give time to their own players and cut down time and space on the opposition. So we'll see how Darwin Hearts goes today. Service, being your first call, you've done a bit of research about both. You'll know that Hearts need a win. Where do they sit on the table, mate?
They're currently sitting one above Darwin Ports at the moment, so it's sitting second from last. And the boys from Darwin Hearts haven't won a game for the last 4 games that they've played, so they definitely need a win. And their last win coming against Port Darwin, their rivals today. So
thank you, Service. I'm going to get you to do the stats in future. Well done, mate. I'm no good with numbers. Anyhow, just quickly about the weather here. It's a beautiful dry season day. It's pretty warm though, so if you're in the sun, it'll bite. A little bit of respite if you get into behind the shade here of the grandstand, but there's not a lot. It's around 32, 33 degrees. We've got a slight breeze coming in, and it's a little bit alleviating, but I wouldn't say it's going to make it any better. But as that shadow goes across the pitch one here and the main pitch, we'll get some relief for the players. But this is going to be a hot day to play football, and we hope we get a hot game of football to feature in it. My name is Bruce Stalder. I've got Service with me who'll be doing the actual call. We'll be back shortly. We'll go to a graphic. We'll get this game underway in about 30 seconds.
back. It's Darwin Hearts starting from right to left on your screens. The boys are playing the pass behind. It looks up. There's just been a miss pass that's gone, trickle down to the touchline. Number 5 going there for a throw. We will see, Bruce, we will see definitely if Port Darwins can capitalize on and play their wins today, having won the last game as well. That was a good scoreline of 4-2 from Port Darwin. That's a ball played in the box. Well defended. The ball still in the box, could be in the danger area, and the forward just being able to put some pressure on.
Yeah, you're right, Service. I think they're going to have a little bit of Port Darwin mojo. I know Lee, their coach, was really happy with last week's performance, and they're already on the assertive now. They're down in the attacking range already, and that's where they want to stay. and Hearts in their away kit, which is the predominantly white with a navy blue, which looks a fantastic kit too. I love it. So a really strong contrast in the kits out there today. As you said, Service, they're running from right to left, Darwin Hearts on your screens.
It wouldn't be hard to miss. It'll be easy to track down the players for Darwin Hearts. I was speaking to Dylan, the coach. They might just have been a miss pass from there.
Roberto on
Would
the ball.
Darwin Hearts, the keeper, able to come to the rescue for Darwin Hearts? I hope the defensive errors are not repeated again for Darwin Hearts. The boys would be in a lot of strife if they had conceded within 2 minutes of the starting.
He's a good keeper to Service in Stoppard, the big fella there. We call him Mount Stoppard.
He is very tall. I was standing next to him, and I felt like I could feel my height next to him.
Yes, Service, you would have, I think, yes. But yeah, he gives you confidence as well. And as I said, you're right there. They don't want to go down 1-0 this early in the game.
No, and to seeing a keeper of such a big body coming towards you, and I think that is a bit tempting for the forwards as well, the strikers. I was listening to Damon just before when he was giving advice to his Darwin Hearts player. The game plan today is to defend well and get the Ports on a counter-attack. They're playing with the game plan of 4-4-2, and it looks like Port Darwin are playing a 4-4-2 setup as well. Port Darwin just being able to attack from the left flank. There's a ball in, just over the crossbar. The keeper would have easily managed to catch the ball if it had come towards him.
And Service, you'll see Roberto, the one with the astute head over there on the left, for Port Darwin. For Port Darwin. Yes, Roberto Sickles. He'll advance down the left side, as you put it, the left flank as much as he can here in Larrakia Park, and will ever been dangerous. Sitting in the centre there at the moment, but has pretty much a roving brief.
The ball being played forward by Darwin Hearts, not being able to find their players. Port Darwin comfortably able to deal with the ball. Just a bit of an error there. Let's see if Darwin Hearts can capitalize on the pass. Not really. With only 3 minutes being played, the game seems to be fairly hanging in balance, but with Port Darwin just being able to pressure a bit. Defenders there doing a good job for Darwin Hearts. Once again, the ball's out. Throw for Port Darwin. Easily dealt by Darwin Hearts. The ball is still in play. There's a chance for number 9 for Darwin Hearts, who is looking to pass on to his left for player number 10. It's a throw for Port Darwin.
Yeah, that was promising service from Darwin Hearts, and on the ball in the end there was Saljao Srethna. There's 5 Srethnas out there again, potentially playing today, and one of them I make mention of, Leroy Srethna, number 7. He had a fantastic game on Wednesday night in the representative side, so he was in the Darwin All-Stars, so to speak, and had a really good game. Leroy Srethna playing in number 7 out there today, service.
It's a throw into the box. Port Darwin defenders onto the ball. Headed in, ball still in the danger area. Port Darwin. The defender for Darwin Hearts seems to have slightly come up the defensive lines. Darwin Hearts still with the ball. Ball being played in. I think they were trying to do 1-2 pass. That's the first foul of the game.
And Service Hearts have got a sort of different back four today. So number 5, Sudip Pudel, has joined the ranks, and I noticed that Kaki is not playing today, who's sensational in the mid of the back line for them.
He is very commanding, Dudba.
Yeah.
He's sorely be missed, but I think the boys today do need someone commanding to be able to win the game.
Yeah, so they put Kasim Cohen back there, the captain, in the centre, and he's with Shawan. So Shawan Srethna sitting in the central defence as well. And they've got Neroy out on the right back position. So they'll be tested by Port Darwin, that's for sure.
Definitely, the strike is the goalkeeper comfortably being able to deal with the ball in his box. That's most. The defenders are doing well job for both the teams. That was a up. Let's see number 9 if he can capitalize on the misfire. The first shot of the goalie was very close, going very close to the pole. I think had it been an inch inside, it would have made back of the net.
Absolutely, Service. It was a really first good time shot. That'll please their coach. Got the confidence and
would definitely give confidence to Christian there, taking his first strike for the game. We see the coach, Lee Addison, giving instruction to his players from the touchline. That's number 14, who's just been received the pass from Darwin Hart's defender. He was a hat-trick hero for Port Darwin in their win in the last game, so he's still a dangerous player to be dealt with. Well dealt by number 10 there, Sazal Shrestha on the left side of the pitch.
Yeah, you got to watch number 14, Andre Profiti. Fantastic player, and as you said, fresh off a hat-trick.
He would be full of confidence coming into the game today. Will Port Darwin be able to take the charge into the post? Yes, he has. It was flying miles above.
That's Ryan McAvoy, the captain there. So he saw big ball and put his big foot right through that, and it's gone well and truly into the bird's nest in the trees. End-to-end stuff, mate.
It is. At the moment, it seems like there is Port Darwin again with the ball. There was a back pass played, but none of the Port Darwin players to be able to find the ball. Christian coming behind the half line. Number 10. Sardar Shrestha coming forward, playing a back pass. Samson there. That's a foul on Edry. He was just looking to supercharge and turbocharge his widths there. Was just pulled not slightly by Mamoon. Edry looking to find his player from the left.
Also just mentioned 13 for Port Darwin there too. That's Samson Mashamango, who played again in the select side on Wednesday night. Young kid coming through.
That's a well good played in. But the ball was for asking, and yes, that was a justice done.
That was a beautiful run.
Defender there. It was well run. Just not being able to find the post.
That's a big Declan O'Shea, the central defender. Got injured last week and had to come off, but back playing this week, which is good news. And, mate, got a full head to that, plenty of power on that. That would have shaken the back of the net had it been on song, and just a little place.
The keeper if it was within the goal range.
Yeah, no, it's good job, good effort.
Port Darwin definitely looks to be full of confidence coming into the match here, and Darwin Hearts definitely needing a win, or if not, at least a draw with Port Darwin. The sun seems to be troubling the keeper for Darwin Hearts today, Jordan Stobart. He's playing with the hat on. Yeah,
the sun can bite in here, and he's right. You know, he's looking into it right now, so you'll need that cap. any of those looping balls over, which he had before with that header. It's going to make it hard for him.
And if this is a chance for Port Darwin is to capitalise on the natural opportunities that have
Yes.
they've been given by the sun.
Yeah.
Nero Shrestha there on the ball. That was passed by the keeper, but slightly missed there. That's number 9 for Port Darwin. Yeah. Rescued by the defender, the captain there. Rakeen on the ball, still dribbling past 3-4 players. Played forward to Sazal. Well, Sazal was marked well by Samson. Samson again, being able to mark Sazal. Sazal on the right flank, requesting for a throw-in. Sudeep Paudel with the throw-in for Sazal. Sazal running towards the ball. Samson having easily dealt with it.
Nice interception there from Andrew Savis, number 11 for Port Darwin. Just back into the team. This is his new club, number 11, playing in the midfield there.
Port Darwin being able to deal quite easily with the ball. The throw is a call. It's a throw for Port Darwin. Could be a chance for counter-attack here, right? Edry running in, but the keeper coming to the rescue. Sazal being able to keep the ball in, but just passed it on. Edry there just looked to be able to run in with the ball before. The ball still with Port Darwin. Edry on the ball, looking for his teammate. Yeah, he has won a foul in a very dangerous area there, right in the face of the post. He's going to be the man taking the free kick. Let's see if he can curve the ball in and get the back of the net. Darwin Hearts organising their wall, the defence line. Edry taking the kick, quite easily dealt with the defence from Darwin Hearts. Samson with the throw in for Darwin. The ball played nicely in. Could trouble the keeper here. Keeper having to come out from his box.
He's a good little keeper too, Dominic Price for Port Darwin. And showed all the skills there. Anticipation early, good vision. And
was able to deal with the ball. Port Darwin just kicking the ball out. That was number 19, Kerry Fannin for Port Darwin, giving some much needed time to organise the defence. Sudeep Paudel coming in with the throw for Darwin Hearts.
And number 90, Terry Fannon's service would be one of the most experienced player out there today. His service to football is long, very long. In. Dominic Price taking the kick for Darwin. For those who have just tuned in, we're 15 minutes into the game. It's Port Darwin versus Darwin Hearts. Port Darwin playing from left to right of his screens in red and blue, and it's Darwin Hearts playing in the away colours on white and blue.
Ball in for Oscar. Sudeep with the ball. Sudeep looking to find his team player. That's Kazan. Be a bit of a collusion there between Sazo and Samson.
Clash of shins there. That hurt.
Yeah.
Heard it from here.
It does. We could hear it till here. Both of the players looks to be fine, but they were both holding the shin guard coming to the rescue for both of them.
You hope so.
Sudeep taking the kick, finding ball just went out the touchline. Edry with the ball. It looks like every time Edry has the ball, there is 3 players that are surrounding him at the same time. He must feel like Messi at the moment. The man with the ball, all the defenders to his feet.
Or the seagull with the chip. So the seagull with the chip. They're all after him. And they should be. He's really dangerous.
Ball taken out. Looking to find his player there. Number 16 for Darwin Hearts, Robin Shrestha.
Yeah, nice work from Fanning to get his head in there early and put that
Yeah.
out. Diffuse that dangerous situation. Right, that's Jose on the ball. He's a talented young player.
Jose Ramundo.
Yep.
7. Samson putting the ball in. Oh, well dealt by the keeper. That was an easy ball for his catch.
And Craig Oakland there from number 17 from Port Darwin on that ball on the way in. Just his run was just a little early. Now you've got a attacking raid now service on the right flank.
Well dealt by the keeper there, Dominic Price. That was a good kick from Darwin Hearts. That was the second catch to the keeper. Darwin Hearts have well dealt. That's the ball for number 9, Christian. Christian is taking the long shot. Should have taken the ball right up by himself. That could have been an opportunity missed. Spilled by Christian there.
Yeah, they've had a couple of good chances already. They've bring Dominic Price into the game. He's had 2 reasons to get out there and do his work. So pretty even for both teams.
That was Jock on the ball. Edry there again. Pass to Edry. Darwin Hearts trying to take it slow and do a good momentum build up. They're inviting each of the Darwin Hearts player towards themselves before handing the ball to the other player. Well played forward to Edry. Sazo with the ball. The ball still with Port Darwin. A foul called by the referee. That's a third free kick for Edry there. We'll see if he curls the ball in or if he aims for the post. For 2 of the free kicks he's taken before, he's curled the ball in for head off to one of his players there. Edry with the free kick. It's taken a low one. Darwin Hearts defender being able to deal with it. That's number 7 there. Jock played the ball forward for number 9, Christian. Ball still with Darwin Hearts, played forward. Let's see if Christian can get the ball. There's 3 of the Port Darwin defenders. Christian still hanging around for the ball. And just tripped himself, clipped his own shoes. Oh, the ball out of the danger area for Port Darwin. Just being cleared to the center line. Something that have really impressed me is the back four for Port Darwin. Every time Darwin Hearts have been able to attack, the back four have been able to quite comfortably deal with the attack for Darwin Hearts.
Yeah, well noted, mate. Terry Fanning and Declan O'Shea in the centre of defence, really experienced players, very calm on the ball and good communicators, so they're keeping young Samson and Tobias, the left and right back.
Centre back,
yep.
Doing a very good job of commanding the players from the back. That's a throw for Darwin Hearts. It's a quick throw taken there. Ball played on forward. A quick cheeky nutmeg from there. Forward to Jock. Jock with the ball, looking to find his player. Well, there's Jock. Jock still with the ball. Well dealt by Edry. Sazal seems to be finding most numbers of ball for me for Darwin Hearts, and that's a ball played in. Well caught by the keeper there, being able to come straight to his edge of his box. Not dealt well. Edry playing the ball forward. None of his players were there for him. Jordan seems to be the busiest among the keepers in the game. With poor Darwin attacking Darwin Hearts.
He's had to do more, you're right there, service. But, 22nd minute mark, it's anyone's. It's just back and forth. Someone's trying to find a weakness, find an opening.
Yeah.
But I like the energy that Hearts have brought today. They really need to start with that energy, and they have.
Yes. Sampson with the ball. Robin there just going for the tackle. It's a throw in for poor Darwin. Number 11, Andrew Savas, taking the throw in. Played well by Ramundo. Still the throw to Darwin, poor Darwin.
Yeah, Jose Ramundo's got really lovely skills. Dances around the ball. Sure as the example of it just then.
He's very, very experienced by the look of his feet and how he plays the ball forward.
Yeah, he's had a few years in the game. See there again to the early ball.
Looking to find his player, just missed the ball. Christian playing the back pass. Sazal, Robin stretched on the ball. It's missed it. Ball played towards left. There was a switch of play from right to left, taking a shot.
That's young Tobias, the left back there. Service has come forward to take that opportunity. Wide of the post, but good to see again. Good intent from the youngster.
And as the saying goes, you miss 100% of the opportunity you don't take. So he had to take the opportunity when he had a chance there. Definitely testing the keeper. Jordan trying to find Jock. Well on by the players there. Jock on the ball. It's a foul call by the referee. A free kick to Darwin Hearts. Damon there yelling instruction out to his players to move forward. The back four still strong for Darwin Hearts. Jock on the ball. Played back to Sudeep. That's the keep. That's the captain who just given the pass away.
And to the Darwin Hearts captain, to the Port Darwin captain.
Oh, being able to run inward. Jordan's just being able to deal with the ball there. Well headed by number 3 for Port Darwin.
Yeah, Declan O'Shea.
Declan.
Yep, powerful player. Coach Lee Addison be looking for a bit more energy from
Port Darwin today.
Yeah, he wants them to just to press more, get on the ball more, and keep some possession. He's getting a little frustrated with them, and I can see why. Then with that through ball, then they were just delayed in their attempts at it. So let's see if his exertions bring some exertions from the boys.
Oh. That's right. Every time there's a ball played forward, the Port Darwin players needs to be on the ball. There needs to be more men into the box for Darwin Hearts. Played forward. There's a ball being played forward by Darwin Hearts. Sozo on the ball, looking to find his player on the right flank. Headed by, but still ball with Darwin Hearts there. Declan O'Shea headed the ball not very far. Played down to number 9, Roberto. Ball played in the box. Dealt well. The ball out of the danger for Port Darwin. This is the time where there's the least number of players, so Port Darwin needs to get the players forward, get the numbers in the box, play the ball in, and maybe head one into the back of the net. Played into the box there. Jock with the ball. Sazal Stresha.
Well, Service, we're in about the 28th minute coming up to that, and it's very hot out there, and they're feeling it, particularly in the midfield. Occasionally both sides are losing their shape and structure, so whoever gets that back the earliest will be in a more commanding position.
That's
so
right.
Hearts have to watch it.
Either of the dealt very well by Sazal there. He knew the potential danger that could have been coming on to Darwin Hearts by Ramundo. Samson on the ball, played forward to Jose. Jose Ramundo looking to get the ball into the box. Sazal kicking the ball out. Jose taking the throw in for Port Darwin. Throw in the box for Samson. The captain for Darwin Hearts kicking the ball out of the box. Mukanara played the ball forward for Darwin Hearts. Free kick for Darwin Hearts there. Mubukada able to earn a free kick for Darwin Hearts from the center. Sazal coming in for the forward, but just missed his mark there. And Samson for Port Darwin able to man mark his player. Throw in for Port Darwin.
And so I just want to make mention of Osim Bamali, who's not on the team sheet today for Darwin Hearts. Great young player, plays in the left back position, played on Wednesday night in the select side for Darwin, and was not out of place at all. He was fantastic, very mature player, really exciting prospect for NT football, Osim Bamali. So he's having a rest tonight, but put in a great service on Wednesday night. He would normally sit in the left back position where you've now got Suda Pudal tonight.
Yeah. That's right, and also Darwin Hearts would be missing out there. Biom Anai, who got himself a red card playing against Uni Azuri.
How unusual. Yeah, there were 2 reds last week. Dylan Quinn also got one. Dylan was given his red card while he was prone on a stretcher being carried from the pitch. Not the best way to receive a red card any time, but certainly when you're on a stretcher on the way off injured, it's the worst time.
Have you received the red card?
Well, as well as you received his injury, not well at all. And fair enough.
There, Port Darwin going into attack again through the right side. Ball only making down to Edry so far. Edry with the ball, passing it on. Still, ball still into the danger. An offside call by the referee. The linesman watching the players. Offside, just on the edge of the box of Darwin Hearts. We've just gone over one third of the game there. 30 minutes, 31 minutes onto our time. the score still hangs in a balance, 0-0. But it just looks like Port Darwin having to get more of a possessions there. Both two players for Port Darwin colliding there. That was John O'Shea colliding onto his midfielder. Seems to be a bit of an injury there.
O'Shea showing real compassion and empathy for his own player. That's Andrew Savas, who took that fully in the back from Declan, who went in there to retrieve the ball with his head. But Andrew's tough kid. He's up. He's just looking back at him going, thank you.
Not needed that from Declan. He should have seen his own player marking.
Yeah, a bit of a height advantage to Declan. He thought he needed to get in there. But they'll be right.
But that was his commitment to the game and to his team there.
Absolutely.
Throw in for Port Darwin. Samson coming in with the throw. As a back pass to Ramundo. Samson on the ball. Sozo keeping a good pressure and doing a job on the left-hand side. This would have to be a first ball played to the keeper from the Port Darwin player. They might be looking to build on from the back, as I say.
Two things there too. You're right. They're actually Hearts are pressing more. They're more on the ball in terms of cutting down space and time for Port Darwin, but they'll have to do it for 90 minutes plus. Yeah. That's been their problem, not being able to maintain that throughout a whole game.
Yeah. Samson being able to deal with his player there, man marked. Something for I've noticed for Port Darwin is Edry has switched place with going from, he was playing from the right before, and now he's gone onto the left side of the pitch. So switch of a play, maybe the defenders being able to do a good job in man marking him, but he's just switched his sides, playing from the left side.
The Port Darwin coach, Lee Addison service, will often switch Andre with Jose. So Jose's now on the right, Andre on the left. It keeps your defenders on their toes. And often these guys will sneak in behind you. Yep. Nice work from Andrew Savas in the middle there. For the Claret and Blues.
The Hearts in the commanding position here at the moment, playing on the backside. But Port Darwin, every time Port Darwin seems to have lost the ball, they have been able to manage and come back onto playing their 4-4-2 marks, calling on the defenders back as soon as they miss the ball there.
Yeah, they've got to keep their structure in shape, as I said, for 90 minutes. That's what we need to see from them. But they've certainly brought a lot of energy and purpose here today. This is a much better start from them. As you said, service, we're up to about the 34-minute mark, and they've been on the ball. They've got to do it for 90.
That's right. It's only one quarter of the game gone, and not to forget a bit of an injury time on the either half of the game. So they've got a bit more than 90 minutes to play there. Ball played back to Declan O'Shea. Declan taking the ball forward. That's a bit of a confidence in him. Still playing, having had an injury in his last game.
Yep. So it's Andrew Savas' job, to move back into that position while Declan makes his run back. And Jock is a live wire in the centre, as he normally is. Again, a young player for Hearts, number 3.
Young and full of energy there. He seems to have a lot of energy in his legs.
He does. He's got a few batteries.
If I was in the field today, I think by now I would have been drained out of my energy and would be running for a gather right there. But the boys still be able to do a very good job.
Yeah,
that was the captain for Darwin Hearts taking the ball into the box. And Price there, the keeper for Port Darwin, dealing very well. Dominic Price playing the ball onto Samson. Dealt well by number 4, Mamoon. A throw for Port Darwin. Defender number 9 looking to pass to Jose at the front, but number 5 for Darwin Hearts, Sudeep Podel, well able to manage, look after his man Jose. The captain playing the ball forward for Jock. The ball with Port Darwin at the moment. Switch off of play from right to left.
Yeah, nice work from Oakland. Good vision. Looked up. Dummy from Savis and out to Tobias. Nice positive moves from Port.
Tobias playing the role of a left back there, coming in for a throw for Port Darwin. Well dealt, taking it forward. The ball moving forward from the right hand side. Darwin Hearts needs to have more players above the center line, and this is what happens when you play a strong defense. You don't have many players moving forward, but Darwin Hearts going forward again. This ball passed in by Mamoon to the defender.
So let's make mention that the captain of Port Darwin, Ryan McAvoy, is starting to take control of that midfield, finding a bit more time and space for himself. Incredibly dangerous player, and he's really much the centre of that midfield engine. We're talking there about number 12, Port Darwin.
A throw awarded to Port Darwin. Oh, sorry, that was a kick. Jordan Stobart, the keeper for Darwin Hearts, coming in to take the free kick. He's asking for the players to go in, move forward. Ball being played in for one of the stretchers here. As you mentioned before, there we have a few of the stretchers here.
Yes, we have the full family, as you call them, the full deck of cards.
Number 7 still with the ball for Port Darwin. That was Jose Romundo playing the ball in.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball.
That was a headed.
Oh, my goodness.
Edry had plenty of time. He wasn't man-marked. He could have either taken the head or taken the charge with his foot, decided to go on with the head, and just missed him.
And so that sort of highlights the danger for the Hearts. If you let Jose run on the right side and he gets the ball, that was a beautiful piece of work to actually offload the two defenders, put a right cross across, and landed it right on the dangerous head of Profiti, number 14. And the Albanian strike, Italian, did really well there. I think taking it on his head was probably the right move, and he got a lot of pressure and force behind
Hearts
it.
would have been very much relieved of Profiti missing.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
Yeah. And as you said, given the temperature of the day and as the boys are playing without any breeze at all, it would be very hard if they'd scored a goal. A goal advantage here would mean a lot for either of the teams here. Ball still in the center of the field. It's a bit of a foul call. A quick kick taken by Port Darwin, playing on for Tobias on the ball. Tobias is having plenty of space there, being able to move right from his defense line up to the defense to the Darwin Hearts, coming in with the throw.
Yeah, he's yet another one of the youngsters brought in by Lee Addison.
That was a very good kick taken. You don't often see a left back being able to come in and dazzle their way into the box for an opponent players, but Tobias doing a very good job. He reminds me of Marcos Alonso from Chelsea, coming in towards the forward quite a number of times there. Jose Romundo going in to take the corner kick.
Yeah, you're right. Tobias will often make those penetrative runs down there, and we'll see what Jose can do. He's got the breeze. If he puts this up, it'll be a dangerous place to place. And he does.
That was a ball played in.
That's all.
Whoa,
my goodness.
Jordan being able to get a hand touch to the ball. The ball looked to be going into the post. There was a good curve on the ball. Jordan just being able to put the ball away to getting into back of the post there.
So they get another corner kick, mate. So this one will be taken by Endry. So Jose one
Endry.
side.
There seems to be a partnership between these two.
Oh, absolutely.
Jose, whoa,
really dangerous players. Yep.
Roberto coming in to hit the ball in, still dealt. A foul called in for Darwin Hartz. Darwin Hartz taking the kick. Edry seems to have changed his position back into the right side of the field, or right side for Darwin.
Yeah, the grandstand side, and you'll enjoy that because he's in the shade, out of the sun, where Jose sits fully in the full glare of the sun, which is about 3 to 4 degrees more than what it is over here. So a bit of bite this afternoon in the sunshine.
And we feel a little bit of a breeze coming in.
Yep.
From the Macmillan side of the stand, which is the left side of your screen for those of course watching us. Edry with the ball, played on to Samson. Edry looking for his player, trying to play a 1-2 touch. Edry played it on. Jose Ramundo on the ball, taking the kick. That was a good kick taken by Jose Ramundo there. So Jordan Stobart, definitely the BGS among two of the keepers. Coming in, take to the goal kick.
Yeah, it's been a good passage to play for Port Darwin in the last 6-7 minutes. And it shows you what they do when they keep possession and get some passing as effectively as they have there in the last 6 or 7 minutes. And incredibly dangerous, especially when Jose and Andre is on the ball.
Given the percentage of the position from Port Darwin and the attack, they have been playing the number of balls playing into the field. I think Darwin Hartz would be quite relieved with the scoreline here at the moment. And going into the half-time of the game, it's quickly edging to 45 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to have to watch Oakland and McAvoy and Savas, who are pretty much controlling that
forward.
midfield for Port. Don't jump the fence, Tobias.
Is it
It's just
Tobias
a ball
looking?
there, mate.
Yes, took the right decision there, not to jump the fence.
Yeah, it's not under 14s then, where they would do that.
Port Darwin still looking to attack and head into the halftime with the draw. Or could it be? The ball looked very dangerous there. That was a needless head, but I'm sure he was trying to just take the ball out of the danger area. Port Darwin being awarded the corner kick there.
And what that is, Service, is just a good example of how Hearts just sometimes just drift out of a game. They need to be focused. This is the most dangerous part of a game, 5 minutes before regulation time concludes. We might have some time added on, but that's just going to sleep. And now, if they don't reboot here, they will be in danger.
And the Port Darwin players trying to get enough players into the box, ball that's going out of the play.
Yeah, well, they were lucky
back
there.
Of the goal line, definitely very lucky there, because they had more players in the box. And they're running around the defenders, which definitely makes it harder for the defenders to man-mark their individual players that they've been asked to. Jordan taking his time before kicking in. Either of the teams would not want to be conceding any of the goals there before breaking in for the half-time.
So we're at 45 minutes of regulation time, Service. So we are now what we call time added on in our game.
Referee blowing the whistle for the game. There was very less added time.
Well, when the players leave the field, we'll take a short break, take some them leaving the field, come graphics, and we'll be back with our half-time thing. How was your first call, Service? Enjoying it?
Definitely enjoying it.
Good on you.
It seems to be a game that is hanging in balance in terms of positions. We saw Port Darwin having more of the positions. Jordan there, definitely BGS among the keeper. Dominic Price having to make few of the saves for Port Darwin. But Darwin Hartz even with the less number of shots, being able to take more shots at the targets there. Be just amongst either of the players for me would be Edri and Jose Romero, two of the central forward there, and the midfielders definitely busy for Port Darwin.
Thanks, mate. Right, we'll take a short break and then we'll be back with some half-time.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to Darwin Football Stadium. This is Larrakia Park. We're on Larrakia country, and it's a men's Premier League match here this afternoon. 4 o'clock kickoff. Pretty hot out there. Not much of a breeze to make it any easier for you. And both sides go into the sheds with no score on the scoreboard. I have to say Port Darwin had the ascendancy, certainly in the last 15 minutes of that half. And it was a contrast to the first 15 minutes where they were a little sluggish, and Darwin Hearts were on fire for the first 15 minutes. They need to do that and regather that and come back in the second half, because if they don't, Port Darwin will be incredibly dangerous in the second half. My name is Bruce Storter. Let's have a look at some of the highlights, around 90 seconds of that first half. Port Darwin versus Darwin Hearts.
If he can capitalise on the misfire. The first shot of the goalie was very close, going very close.
Again, in the select side on Wednesday night. Young kid coming through.
That's a well good played in. It's the ball played nicely in. Could trouble the keeper here. Keeper having to come out from his box.
Really? Now you've got a attacking raid now service on the right flank.
Well dealt by the keeper there, Dominic Price. Throw it taken there. Ball played on forward. A quick cheeky nutmeg. Ball played towards left. There was a switch of play from right to left, taking a shot.
That's captain to the Port Darwin captain.
Oh, being able to run in with Jordan Silk. But the boys still be able to do a very good job.
Yeah,
that was the captain for Darwin Hearts, taking the ball into the box. And number 7 still with the ball for Port Darwin. That was Jose Romundo playing the ball in.
That's a beautiful ball.
That was a headed.
Oh, my goodness. Dangerous place to place. And he does.
That was a ball played in.
That's all. My goodness.
Jordan being able to get a. Jose Romundo on the ball, taking the kick. That was a goal. Darwin still looking to attack and head into the halftime with the draw. Or could it be? The ball looked very...
Welcome back. 90 seconds of highlights give you a good indication of that game. It was pretty tightly contested. As I said, no advantage on the scoreboard. Port Darwin towards the end had some ascendancy. My name is Bruce Storter. I'm joined by Lennox, Leanne and Daisy. So normally we'd have an expert in here, but we thought we'd get 3 real proper experts in. Lennox, who's your player out there? Who's the one that you're on the back? It says #1 fan.
Terry Fanning.
Terry Fanning, okay. Yeah, Terry's a great central defender. So he's your dad?
Yeah.
And what do you like about your dad?
He's the best, and he's the best dad in the world.
That's sensational, mate. Leanne, great to bring the kids down. It's a real family affair, obviously, with Terry out there. So what time do you normally get to a game? So if he kicks off at 4 o'clock, what time do you arrive?
We'll come like 10 minutes beforehand, just because sometimes Daisy is really interested, other times she's not at all. So it's just a bit of hit and miss with Daisy. So yeah, probably about 10 minutes before. That's wise motherhood.
Daisy, I've got a question for you. Are you ready for this? How's your ice block? You enjoying it?
Is it nice? Yeah.
Are you really proud to see Dad out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one for you, Lennox. Do you play football?
Yeah.
And who do you play for?
Darwin Olympic and NTC.
Yeah, you're in the NTC program as well. Congratulations. Yeah. And you play for Darwin Olympic. You're not going to play for Dad's team?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Listen, how old are you?
11.
And have you enjoyed the school holidays? Because you've got, what? No, you're back on Tuesday, aren't you?
Yeah.
So what'd you do?
Soccer and lots more soccer.
Okay, a bit of soccer and then when you got some time, some soccer. Yeah, well done. Mum, I've got a question for you. So during COVID-19, how did you cope with the kids and how was it for you at home?
I just kind of kept active as a family, bike rides and walks when we could. We just got a puppy as well, so she's been keeping us busy as well.
Puppy's name?
Bonnie.
Okay, who named Bonnie?
Was it Daisy?
Is it you, Daisy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great name, Daisy. Just like your name is. And Lennox, where do you get your name from? That's a great name too.
British boxer.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
I was going to say it, but I thought, no, maybe not. That is sensational.
Yeah.
Yes, world champion he was. Yeah. Okay, well, it's good to have a chat to your mum. It's good to chat to you, Lennox. It's good to chat to you, Daisy. Now I've got to ask you predictions. What do you think will happen in the second half?
I reckon Port Darwin will win.
I think you will try it too, Lennox. What about you, Mum?
Yeah, I think they're on for a win today.
Oh, I'm
hopefully.
looking for the third question. Okay, Daisy, who's going to win?
Port Darwin.
Oh, how good is that? Let's just wave to the camera. We say goodbye. This is the number one fans here for Port Darwin. We'll be back after this short break. Thank you, Leanne, very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're right, Service. There's going to have to be energy from Hearts. As I said, the 15 minutes was great.
They're lining up to take the shots, but it's quite comfortably dealt by Jordan. Stobart there, Zero Window. One of the busiest player for Darwin in the first half. There's a good communication and understanding between Zero Window and
And we'll just take mention of Terry Fanning too, who just put that header in the back centre. We just talked to his wife, Leanne, and his young boy, Lennox, and Daisy, his daughter. So we had them up at half-time, mate. Absolutely. Gorgeous family. And Terry out there in the heat at the moment. Number 19 for Port Darwin in the back line.
we are definitely very lucky to be able to play football and also to be able to have spectators in the stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right there, mate. We're still in stage 3 of the new normal. 500 is our max, and we're pretty much on that at the moment.
Last night was the first game played for A-League. FFA being able to do a good job.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Sydney FC won. That's all I'll say. Yeah, of course I do. I love Sydney and Melbourne teams losing, and Wellington Phoenix looked pretty good for most of that match, but unfortunately, a Central Coast Mariner youngster scored the 2 late goals for Sydney and got them a 3-1 win. Yes. Yeah, he's a real talent. Yeah, real talent. Garaggia, Terry. It's so rare to see that in senior football. And Roberto Sickles just went, sorry, mate, sorry about that. Yeah, the technique of a throw-in by the time you're in senior football should be one as easy as going to sleep.
Making run. He just missed the ball. That was all right. He did have to cover a lot of grounds before. Dominic Price taking the kick from his goal line. That was number 9, a Christian for Darwin Hearts, chasing the ball earlier on. Dominic Price with the kick, looking to find his player. Just on the heads. Jose Romundo being tricked by his own player there. Coming in with a throw in Nero Shrestha, who is currently playing in the sheds of the grandstand side. There's a well understanding by Jose Romundo played onto. His number 5, Tobias. Jose Romundo looking to find his player there again, taking a quick fit forward. Quite comfortable being able to deal with the same number. There's a very good interception by number 17 there for Darwin Hearts. Number 17 jersey. Shravan Shrestha there. Jose Romundo coming with a corner kick. He's got 2 hands up in the air, signaling for his players. Ball played in. Declan O'Shea getting the header.
Yeah, O'Shea doesn't miss many. No matter where he is, he'll always find.
He seems to be a very good header off the ball.
Yeah, he's just a accomplished centre back. He's going to have to get back there again
Christian
now.
Running with the ball. Tobias quite comfortably dealing there, running behind. He was in the box to be asking for the ball for the corner kick.
So, Service, both teams have come out with the same players. There's been no subs at half-time, and the same formations have been set. And again, Hearts have started with real energy and purpose. They just can't fade as they did in the second half. Because I know Port Darwin will keep this up. They're just getting into their groove now.
Yeah.
And they've got, I was just going to say, they've got so many fast players, Hearts. They really do. I mean, when they've got play a possession game of football and they keep that energy up, they're really dangerous.
Hearts have been looking to play a very counter-attacking football today, but still playing with the same formation of 4-4-2. So Shravan there, getting onto the ball for Darwin Hearts. Oh, well played. Shravan.
Well, speaking of subs, this will be our first one. So, goal scorer from last week. So, Oakland's going to come off service. A round of applause from his fans. And number 10, the youngster.
Isaac Paul.
Yeah, it came on, as I said, scored last week.
Yep, he's going to be troubling the back four for Darwin Heights a lot, having coming onto the field with a lot of energy on his feet.
Yeah, and he's just another one of Lee Addison's youngsters he's brought into this squad.
Jose Romundo still being able to play forward. There's two defenders, quite very trickily. Nutmeg Shravan there. Played well. Tobias going forward.
And that's Sampson on the Manamingo over there. And now Isaac Paul has won it. Isaac's just kept that ball in. No, it's just gone out.
Minutes in the game.
Yeah, well said service. He's only been out there for 30 seconds. He's into it.
That's right. It's been a very entertaining second half. If how both
if this
teams
is how
are
it's going to
keep
go,
up.
exactly. And you've got another sub. As soon as you say all the players are on the pitch, subs are happening. So it looks like Hart's going to make the next one.
Yeah.
And this player again is should be a really dominant player in the Hearts. You just have to keep his behaviour in check. As I said, he could be a real a positive influence on the team, but he just gets carried away sometimes with the referee decisions. I'm talking about number 8.
Mohamed
Al-Salah. Yeah.
Mohamed Al-Salah coming on for number 4. Mamoun Degim.
Yeah. So we'll see how he goes. He'll have a crucial role in the midfield there.
Tobias still has the energy from him as from the first minute played onto the game. That was number 10, who just coming for Darwin. Tobias, quick slip, but able to find his feet again.
Well, I like what I'm seeing, Hearts, in this build-up here. There's some possession play. Lovely boy from McAvoy.
Well played, but Jose Romundo, would he be able to score the goal? No, he's missed it. The keeper there doing a very good job for Darwin Hearts. There was a good chance.
Seeing Hearts in this build-up here. There's some possession play. Lovely boy from McAvoy.
Darwin.
Yeah, substitute Isaac Paul. You see how lively he is. But just some lovely lead-up work here from McAvoy. Jose twice on the ball. Some beautiful work here where he split 3 defenders and just danced his way through them.
Yeah.
Then he made that run. No, really enterprising play from the Claret and Blue, Port Darwin, running from right to left on your screens.
Jose Romundo being man-marked by number 7 from Darwin Hearts, Ramon Shrestha there. But in that occasion, Jose was quite comfortably able to deal with Trawan.
Yeah, well noted, mate. There's a nice little personal battle between the two 7s. And Neroy Shivnath is a great player for the Hearts, so he's going to have to be alert for this second half.
That was Terry Fanning kicking the ball out for Port Darwin. Those two centre-backs for Port Darwin, Terry Fanning and Declan O'Shea, doing a very good job there. Tobias. Number 9 there, Roberto, for Port Darwin, playing the ball on for Tobias. Tobias being able to make that quick run into the box of Darwin Hearts.
And he kept the run going, and he bounced off the wall called Stoppard. A little bit of mismatch in sizes there. So Tobias is...
Tobias is definitely a live wire for Darwin.
Yeah.
A very young player.
Yep.
Has all the energy that he needs in the game. There, Isaac being able to get behind the captain. There, Tobias still, Isaac still with the ball. And would he be able to get it? Yes, he has. That was very well played by Isaac there. Substitute coming in and being able to score the much-needed goal for Port Darwin in first 5 minutes as he's come in.
Yeah, that's just fantastic work from him. That was all determination, mate. He could have at 3 times. And kids who are watching that, make sure you do your 3rd, 2nd, and your 4th efforts there. That was fantastic work from the young substitute goal scorer 2 weeks in a row. That's nice to have on your resume.
He did not give up on that kick. He had the ball. The ball got away from his feet. Still carried on. Played with the defender. Was able to stick in, and ball found the back of the net. Well played for Isaac there, and being able to earn a goal for Port Darwin.
Yeah, Santosh Shrestha come on in a sub there. So Santosh will go back into the back 4.
Yep.
So the coach has made a change after that goal.
Yep.
But fantastic work from the young player Isaac Paul.
All
determined.
Credits to Port Darwin for pressing on and believing that they could be able to score a goal there. Number 10 there for Darwin Hearts, Sazal Shrestha going forward. Tobias marking him and quite comfortably to deal with it. Jose Romundo playing the ball, still with the ball.
Oh, beautiful.
Well played there, Jose.
He'd like that pass again, but yeah, he's...
Santos' first touch of the ball
he's
coming
an entertainer.
in. Yep. Something to note there, Bruce. Santos has come into the field just then, but he's playing with an injury there. I was listening to the coach
Okay.
giving some advice, saying they would only bring Santos if it is really needed for Darwin Hart. So Santos coming onto the field, still playing on with the injury. Isaac, offside there, but was in a very dangerous position there. The captain for Darwin Hart.
Dynamic player. Dynamic. Yeah, Santos, you're right. He's been carrying a little niggle. He picked it up again. Interesting, the coaches brought him on. It's a lot of the game to go, so hopefully he's okay.
Hopefully he
32
doesn't
minutes.
further injure his knee.
Yes.
That he's been playing. Number 9, Christian there, trying to flick over Declan O'Shea. Declan O'Shea still onto the ball. There's a battle between Declan and Christian. There's a throw for Darwin Hart's. A goal kick awarded. The ball going behind the goal line. The story remains to be the same this time around for the keepers as well. Jordan definitely beat us amongst the 2 keepers, whereas Dominic on the other side quite comfortably being able to deal with the ball, because his defenders are doing a very good job for him. There again is Christian with the ball, being able to flick it. Has he able to? No, he hasn't. The keeper there doing a very good job for poor Darwin.
Yeah, it's good defence all round. So the central defenders has got in his vision, made him do that awkward attempt to get it over to another Hearts player. But that just goes to play. It's all those little extra efforts that Port Darwin are doing since around the 20-minute mark of this game that are mattering now.
And the size definitely has to be an advantage for Port Darwin defenders there. Both the central defenders, number 3 and number 9, and number 3 Declan, and number 19 Terry Fannin. For number 7 here, going forward for Darwin Hart's. The ball again quite comfortably dealt with Port Darwin. Jose Ramundo not being able to capture the ball. Sazal Shrestha coming in with the throw for Darwin Hart's. This number 16, Robin Shrestha asking for the ball there. The ball's been played from one Shrestha to the other Shrestha, and Santos Shrestha with the ball there.
I was going to say, mate, we got all 4
again.
of them then.
Yep.
Well, 5 out there,
5 now.
but 4 now. 5 in the team sheet, 4 on the field.
Lining up to take the shot there. Shrawan still with the ball. He's taking a left charge. Well, Dell. That was a very good interception and tackle made. Jose coming on for the ball. Shrawan being able to quickly run back. Robin to the rescue.
Yeah, nice calm work from the captain there for Hearts. Kassam, number 18. If that had gone over his head, that was good night.
Terry dealt with the ball.
Yeah, so it's just the calmness of Terry Fanning then. Players bearing down on him, didn't panic.
Yeah, there seems to be a bit of an discussion going on between Declan and the assistant referee there. I think he was asking for an offside for Christian. The ball still with Tobias. Tobias waiting for the ball to go out the sideline.
To your point service too, Tobias has been playing with that same energy from the time to kick off, so that's what youth will do. We'll see if he gets 90 minutes today, but he should be happy with 61 already.
From his energy that he has, he looks to be playing the full 90 minutes.
Yeah, I reckon he's a 90. We'll see. Let's say. Yep. I think you may be right.
And given his contribution towards the other end of the pitch for Port Darwin, the coach would definitely want him to be playing the full 90 minutes. There's a ball played in for Jose. Jose lining up to take the shots. Played in back for Pedri. Well played. That was a great interception made by Nirosh Shrestha there. Jose Ramundo waiting for the ball to come into his legs. And you could even see him lining up to take the shots which would have definitely troubled Jordan Stobart. A quick throw taken in, and the ball going behind the goal line. There was a tussle between Strawan and Tobias.
Yeah, Hearts dealt with that pretty well. And Santos out there, experienced player number 12 for them, was key to that. He was the one who directed Neroy to where that interception was. So they handled what was a pretty good opportunity for Port Darwin. And Neroy goes across to his captain, and I'll see if they can play out from here.
Hearts looking to play from the back, find the players to the front, and then play it again. That was a good pressure put on. They're a bit of a player to player. Number 7 versus number 7. Strawan playing on. For there, Robin Shrestha getting onto the ball, played back to Strawan. Looking for number 11 there. Yes, being able to find number 11. That was a good ball played against his 1, 2, 3 players, and Tobias being able to deal with number 11 for Darwin Hearts. Santos there, man marking Isaac, who was a goal scorer for the only goal scorer in the game.
Yeah, number 11 is Mukana Nalu. He's a lively player. He hasn't seen a lot of the ball today, Service. He needs to get more busy, needs to present more. Sometimes these centre forwards can just drift off the ball and not actually go to the ball. And he's one of those players. Sometimes he needs to get to the ball and make himself available as much as he can.
Definitely, he needs to find those good spaces where his midfielders will be able to play the ball onto him. But
yeah, you've got to present. You know, you've got to come to the ball. You don't just sit there and wait for it to come to you. You've got to be proactive.
And if needed, he needs to be able to quickly run back and provide the support to his defenders, which Christian, they're doing a very good job of running back and providing that much needed assistance for the defenders of Darwin Hearts. For Darwin coming in with the throw. Corner kick, but it's a goal kick for Darwin Hearts. Darwin Hearts playing from left to right of your screen. There's Jordan Stobart coming on with a goal kick. Darwin Hearts playing in a white with blue shorts, and Port Darwin playing with red all around with the blue sleeves. That's 1 for Port Darwin and 0 for Darwin Hearts. Ball being played in the center of the field.
Yeah, Service, I think 1-0's a good scoreline too. I mean, I think that's a pretty fair indication of what we're seeing here today. You know, you might say 2 to Port, but they've certainly deserved the lead so far. I mean, it's only the 65th minute. We've got 25 minutes to go in this game. Plenty of time for Hearts to get back on that scoreboard.
Definitely. Oh, and that was a goal, but it was an offside played by a well left by Isaac there to be able to kick in for his player number 9.
Yeah, Roberto Sickles left it for him, so good communication between the two of them, Service. You need that.
Isaac having a very good understanding of the game and knowing where his players are.
Yeah, nice play then. Just see there, nice work. Those two sevens are going at it.
Strawan
he got the ball.
A very crucial tackle.
Yeah, he did great. Well, so noted, a very crucial tackle. They've just had a great little personal battle, the two number 7s. Neroy Shrestha and, of course, Jose Raimondo.
Robin Shrestha
really
onto the ball,
players.
playing forward for number 11. Number 8, who is just come in, Mohammed, playing the ball for Mamoon. Robin looking to target the ball. Dealt well by Terry, very well dealt by Terry. He knew his man was there. He knew he had to kick the ball out. Corner for Darwin Hearts.
Yeah, he needed to, too. There were 2 advancing Hearts players there, and if Terry Fanning, the central defender, hadn't got his big left foot to that, or right foot, sorry, and
Mubakana
diffused that.
Lining up to take the corner kick for Darwin Hearts. Darwin Hearts at these times needs to get as many players and into the box, and there's Robin Shrestha indicating to go forward. Ball well.
That's Jock. Yeah.
Jock.
First time attempt, he'd like to have that again. He was off balance and continued to fall.
Definitely, both the feet were up in the air, so it would have been hard for him to take the shot into the target.
Well, he just had time. The point is he could have just brought that down to ground and then taken the option. It's just a little bit of inexperience from the youngster.
Yeah. Needs to know his surroundings and to be able to control his ball. So definitely, youngsters still needs a bit of a experience to him. I guess it all goes down to practice. Santos there.
And he's getting
well
it.
with
He's,
Isaac.
He's playing Premier League, which is fantastic.
Isaac with the quick feet, being able to go behind the defenders there. The captain for Darwin Hearts coming to the rescue. He's kicked the ball out, and that's a corner kick for Port Darwin. Kasim Rakin, one of the busiest of the defenders, along with Santos Shrestha for this in the second half of the game.
Absolutely busy. You're spot on there, but he's also one of the smartest ones too. So he cut down the angles then and got to the ball fully and brought that little attacking raid to an end. He's been really impressive today, 18, the captain. And their best
taking
player.
the free kick for Port Darwin, playing into the ball. There's another Kasam kicking the ball out for corner.
Yeah, another intervention from him again. He's just got the vision, gets there early. And as I was saying, I think he's clearly their best player today.
That was a quick corner taken by number 7 for Port Darwin, and a good communication between him and Edry. Taking the ball forward, there's number 11 for Darwin Hearts, Mubakana, asking the ball, dancing with the ball. That's a foul call in. I think the referee is reaching in his pocket for a yellow card there, and that was a yellow card.
A little bit of, as they say, professional play, unprofessional play, really.
Referee, I think something I like about the midfielders is knowing when to pull a foul and knowing when not to pull a foul. And Edry definitely knowing that he had to take his player down. So that was a smart play from him. Not quite required though, but a smart play.
And being 40 metres from goal is a good place to do it.
Yeah. And captain there lining up to take the free kick. He would be wanting his players into the box. Well headed out for a corner kick.
Yeah, I can't say it bounced off any hair. That's Roberta Sickles, so it's gone out of play. Number 9 from Port Darwin to get his head in there early.
Definitely a busy midfield player for him. He's been playing a role of an attacking midfielder for Port Darwin today. Number 11 for Darwin Hearts playing the ball high and in. Lined up, Strawan there taking the kick.
So another corner kick, some good pressure from Hearts. This is a good couple of minutes for him.
Seems to see, let's see if the tides can change in the remaining 20 minutes of the game here. Number 11 there for Darwin Hearts, Mubakana taking the corner kick again. The ball calling in. And yes, he has! The ball seemed to be going in. No one. Mubakana taking... but it was a well surprise for the Dominic Price. He did not expect the ball to be curling in, and the ball curled in. That was a very well equalized. 20 minutes remaining in the game, 70 minutes played so far. It's 1 for Darwin Hearts, 1 for Port Darwin.
Yeah, look,
that was for both.
That was an amazing, with the breeze, it just picked up just as he was moving in for the right kick. And the corner kick, and he just looped it. And to your point, mate, it just trailed away beautifully into that top corner. You could not have placed that better.
Right. I don't think Dominic Price, the goalkeeper for Port Darwin, was looking for the ball to curve in, and it did curve in at the last minute. So that was a well kicked by number 11 for Port Darwin, Christian. And Port Darwin looking to get the advantage back right away from the kick. They're still attacking right from the whistle. Number 8, Mohammed, who came in, the second substitute for Darwin Hearts, coming to the rescue there, playing on for Christian, number 9 for Darwin Hearts. Playing on for Mubakana, who just scored for Darwin Hearts there. Number 3, Jock, not being able to control the ball and quite comfortably dealt to number 2. Lining up to take the shots, he's dazzled in with the 3 players. Uh, that wasn't a foul. He just dived in there, so the referee well in the line of the play to be able to see the ball. So
In Australia, we'd say he just won a logie.
the Zuma there just tripped onto his own leg and fell down, asking for penalty, which the referee was able to see it well. Number 7 versus number 7, Strawan kicking the ball out for Jose Romindo.
It's been a great
Jose
personal
Romindo,
battle. Great personal battle.
There's a battle between both the number 7s.
Yeah, and it's one of the beauties of our game. It's the team contest, but also the individual contest. And they've been at it all day. Very similar players too. Lots of energy, very low to the ground, great first touches, and can dance around a football. We're talking about Raimondo and Neroy Shrestnath. Still getting over that goal from Meccano. That was just a beautifully placed right foot corner kick.
Exactly that.
And he'll tell that story 100 times before the end of the day.
Yeah, it could have been a free kick, but definitely a corner kick.
Yes.
Taken well, beautifully by Meccano there. Number 9, Christian, heading on with the ball. Meccano asking for the ball. Christian still on the ball, but Terry dealt with that very well. Ball landing onto Endry. A foul called by the referee. A kick for Darwin Hearts.
Now, I said referee's Tim Lay today. Tim does many games around the Northern Territory, our most experienced referee.
And I see Darwin being a very small town. I see a team fairly around.
If
I'm not wrong, I might have seen him at the gym that I go to as well. So he definitely needs to keep fit, and he's a very fit referee.
He's a very fit individual, and he's just a great human being.
Yeah, giving his time in the hot afternoon, they're refereeing the match between Port Darwin and Darwin Hearts.
And Freedy's just pulled out of that in an awkward way. Hope he's all right. Just a clash of boots.
Ball played in for Mohammed. Mohammed lining up. Tobias.
That's Samson.
Samson
he came in. Came in late and effectively too. And that's good work from the young fella.
He put his body on the line, body shield there from in front of Mohammed, and Mohammed not being able to go forward there. Well dealt by the captain. Christian on the ball, playing it forward. Robin with the ball. Robin playing it to taking the shot. Declan taking a shot to his body.
That was pretty predictable that Meccano would do that. He's still on a high after the goal. He's on the ball now.
Played well to Robin. Robin playing on to Jock. Jock looking for his player there. Juma not being able to run forward. But that was good ball played by Jock to Juma. Goal kick, Dominic Price taking a...
They really should have pushed the ball onto Joama Maisie too, number 2 for the Hearts. He's a really good player. Substituted here, and they need to use him. Also, speaking of subs, Port Darwin has just made one. So
Jose Romindo coming out there for...
Yeah, they'll miss him. And Jay Adams has gone on. Jay would normally play in the right back position, which is where he's gone, so they'll push the right back up. So Samson Massamango, will go into the centre, which is where he is right now.
Nero Shrestha would be very happy with Jose Romindo being substituted there.
Oh, no, he's still here. Sorry. He's just in there in the 7th place, so I don't know who went off.
He must have gone out for water.
Yeah, he could have. And because we're on the grandstand, you do lose them across the bottom here. Service, that's quite easy to do. So let's just see who came off. Going quickly around the room. Yeah, they've... Declan's still there. Terry Fanning's still there. We've got Tobias. McAvoy in the middle. Sickles. We've got Samson and Freedy. Isaac's up there. Raimondo.
1 to 4, 1 to 3. Yep.
Andrew Savas has come from the pitch.
For Darwin,
Andrew Savas has come from the pitch. That's number 11. And he's come in. And so they've moved Samson Mashamango into the centre where Andrew was. This is dangerous.
It
He's
could
alert.
have been another goal
Exactly.
for Mubakana.
Yeah.
He was able to get a slightest touch
Oh,
of
look at
his
that.
boot.
That is a
Isaac
beautiful
here,
ball.
beautiful ball played in and has found back of the net. Beautiful ball played in by Edry there, and that was a very crucial assist. The man who was a hat-trick hero for Port Darwin last week, being able to provide that very crucial assist for Isaac. Isaac could well be the hat-trick hero for Port Darwin for this week, coming on to as a substitute and scoring that 2 goals.
Well put service, because it was a beautiful assist. It was a long assist. It was a good 55-metre pass. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
And you have to do something with it, and Isaac Paul did.
And that's exactly knowing where your players are to be able to cut the defenders in half. And there was this bisected very well between 2 players and played on to Isaac. And Isaac being able to capitalize, being able to run behind the defenders.
Yeah, to your point before, 100%, you got to take the chances. He did.
Yeah. That was a Darwin Hearts now having trailing behind and having to score a goal to equalize. Again, trailing behind by 1 goal.
Yeah, you've got 12 minutes service, so we're only in the 78 minutes, so plenty of time for him to do that. And they're quite capable of doing it. My goodness, twice today we've seen 2 senior players
from Tobias.
do the throw-in incorrectly. Neroy showing all the skills, number 7.
Yeah.
One play too many just then.
Samson
One
there
play too
being
many.
dealt well. Isaac again onto the ball. He seems to be over the moon, having scored 2 goals on there. He's everywhere onto the field.
He's chasing the
back
third,
line.
mate. He's chasing the third.
As a foul played on for Edry. Edry still happy to be onto the field.
What I need to
Darwin.
do, mate, I need to get someone who give him a car. So every time you get a hat trick, you get a car. I think that
That would be a very well.
I don't say what sort of
good
car.
motivation.
Could be one I get off the side of the road.
Could be a toy car from a service station.
Exactly that right too, mate. Exactly right. But they will be getting something at the end of the year. We'll keep that a secret. But there's quite a few hat trickers at the moment.
I think Bruce, there having mentioned that there's something for the highest scorer there. That is definitely a motivation. Seems to be a bit of a step onto Jock.
Yeah, we'll just see. He's been down, so I hope he's all right. Got the referee bent over. Got a couple of players. They're now looking to the bench for the trainer.
He seems to have picked up a step, a foot on his right ankle there. Standing up, bit of a stretch, bit of a pressure. He seems to be okay to carry on, or would they be calling on a substitute for him?
Right, we're entering that really dangerous 10 minutes for Hearts. Port Darwin need to be switched on as well. Nice sportsmanship from Hearts. Ball back to...
They definitely need Jock number 3 there, who just picked up a bit of a knock on his right ankle. Still onto the field. A youngster, but a very good player for Darwin Hearts. Still onto the field. That was Jock there, still onto the ball, played on for Robin, coming in on with the throw for Darwin Hearts. Juma seems to be a busy midfielder for Darwin Hearts for in the second half of the play. Mohamed, substitute coming on, a foul played on to him. He was trapped on by number 14, 2 of the midfielders for Darwin.
And Mohamed Al-Salah, number 8, just doing a bit of hurdle work. For 2 players from Darwin. And we'll get the call from the referee his way. So this is an opportunity here for Hearts. It's about 9 minutes to go to service. They really need to take this opportunity, as you mentioned earlier. Those opportunities, 100% taking the time, you'll end up winning the game.
Could there be a curling free kick as copy paste from the corner kick? Robin.
Well, the breeze is still with them, so they're coming in from behind.
And the kick, they're kicking the kick from right in front of the goal. So the four big giant Darwin Hearts defenders there, doing a good job there. 2 of the midfielders, Roberto and Edry.
Yeah.
Tobias joining them as well. Yep. as we said, undoubtedly taken into the kick, but well dealt by Dominic Price, the keeper for Port Darwin. Ball played on to Edry. Still in the center half of the field. Edry running towards the ball. Back pass.
Well, what Hearts have to do is get this ball off Port Darwin, because they're not going to do anything without it. What Port Darwin will do is just take up the time, keep possession, and then Roberto does that.
And well
but
defended
anyhow,
by Santos there. Santos coming on.
the
And still a
intention should have
crucial
been kept
player.
the ball.
Ball being played forward. Intercepted. Isaac being able to make that crucial run. Who might have just been able to catch the captain sleeping, but the captain played well, being able to.
He's been a tower service. He's been a tower of strength for Hearts today. The captain, clearly their
captain
best
for
player.
Darwin Hearts being able to play that lead crucial role for Darwin Hearts. Kassan. It's a throw for Darwin Hearts. 7 minutes to be played. Darwin Hearts definitely needing a goal to equalize, and Port Darwin would be comfortable with the scoreline at the moment. Seems to be we're getting a substitute there for Port Darwin. Number 6 for Port Darwin. Jamie coming on.
Yeah, so JB Brocklebank will go on, and you know, one of the two best players out there for Port today. Number 7's come from the pitch. What a great 83 or 84 minutes from number 7, Jose Raimondo.
We've definitely had a very interesting game of football this afternoon. Having a 0-0 scoreline in the halftime, and all of the action coming into the second half of the game. Isaac coming in as a substitute and being able to provide that 2 goals for Port Darwin. Ball being played in. Declan being able to play well and dealt well by the keeper, Dominic Price. Juma with the throw in for Shravan. Shravan looking on to find the Darwin Hearts player. Still going in, finding Robin. Tobias doing well. Looking on. Isaac knew he was an offside but didn't play forward.
Yeah, just a comment about number 7, Raimondo Jose, too, for Port Darwin. New to Port Darwin, new to the club, and it's just showing you what sort of style of play Port Darwin want to play. If you watch that number 7 go around in the football match, a really skillful player. Anyhow, he's had a break, and to your point, this last 5 minutes are going to really matter.
Yep. 2 of the fielders for 2 of the players, one from each side onto the field. Seems to have picked up a bit of an injury. He's pointing.
Cramp.
Yeah, Robin Sharma there, having a cramp.
A little bit of banter there between John
player.
Dean, the team manager of the select side. He knows that player, Rabin. And so he's up.
In from Tobias.
Yeah.
Santos Shrestha coming in. The play from Darwin Hearts definitely shows how desperate they are for the goal. All of their defenders are in front of, above the center line.
Yeah, really high line from them.
Yeah.
Equally dangerous if they lose the ball.
That's right, because Isaac being able to have a quick feet and being able to run back. Could this be troubling?
Well,
number 14, Edry. Well dealt by number 5 there. An offside flag raised by the assistant referee. Isaac, as you were just saying, it could be a counter-attack being played. But that was a very...
Well, if you're going to play a line that high, absolutely. If you're going to play a line that high, you really are opening yourself up to a counter.
Yep.
But good intervention from Suda Padel on the left side there. Otherwise, it would have been danger time. Anyhow,
that would
Hearts
have
have
been a
around
free
4
run
minutes.
for Isaac to be able to score his
3rd
hat-trick.
Yes.
But Port Darwin definitely having five players as the defenders there, just wanting the remaining 4 more minutes to be able to play it. without conceding any goal. Jock onto the ball, looking for his player, taking the shot on. Robin with the throw. Juma on the ball. Kasim. Santos there, the only defender, the last remaining defender for Darwin Hearts, playing the ball in.
So it'll be a corner. Came off Tobias's head. So this is danger time for Hearts. Sorry, for Port Darwin. They've got a 2-1 scoreline. There's an
Mubakana be able
opportunity.
to replicate the same goal, but from the other side of the corner kick? He's lining up to take the corner. Yes, he has. He's turned the ball in. And, oh, I had the heart in my mouth. The ball hit the net, but it was lucky for the Port Darwin. It was at the back of the net, behind the crossbar. He did wanted to do the same thing. Yes, he did call the ball back in. Shaking his head, the young player, Mubakana for Darwin Hearts.
Yeah, that was a cheeky attempt. He did mean that.
Imagine the scene had the ball hit the back of the net.
He would have sent the Hearts supporters into rapture.
Yeah, and all of the Hearts players playing as the defence.
So they've still got a couple of minutes of regulation time, maybe some time added to get back on even.
Darwin Hearts still going on for an attack. That's a foul there.
That looks like Samson Mashamanga down. I think he's winded. Got a ball in the bread basket. He's very gingerly to his feet.
Yep, and he would want to take as much time as he would. I don't think
there's that too. Yep.
The ref would definitely. There's a yellow card showing for. Would it be Jock who just picked up a yellow card in the dying minutes of the game for Darwin Hearts? Poor Darwin, in no rush to be able to taking the free kick, would be able to take as many minutes as possible there. The ref just. Santos coming on with the throw. Muhammad onto the ball. Yes, still ahead. Mubakana playing on. This number 7 Strawan. Tobias comfortably dealing with the ball there. Robin on the side. Juma onto the ball. Juma, there's a quick tussle between Juma and Roberto. Ball being played forward. Would Isaac be able to go forward? Santos. That was the captain, Kasam, dealing well.
Yeah, great work for Kasam. Good body check.
Yep, the referee was still playing on as a advantage being played forward. Jock passing on to number 7. Nero's being able to win the throw for Darwin Hearts.
There's a real urgency now, their service. It's 90 minutes of regulation gone. Can they get one back?
Yeah.
This is tense time.
Would there be some of the added time, and would Darwin Hearts being able to score in the added time of the game? That was a comfortable catch for Dominic, who would take as many minutes as possible for him to take the throw. There's no rush for poor Darwin. Darwin Hearts on the other side wanting to take the throw. We could have 1 or 2 minutes. That's a bit of a high kick from
Roberto Sickles, yeah.
Roberto, referee being in the blind side, not being able to see the kick.
There's McAvoy, the captain. Good intervention from him.
Oh, that was a very
lovely skills. Look at that.
Lovely skills from
and
number
good pressure.
12, who's just come in. The Ryan for Darwin Hearts. Poor Darwin. The keeper, Jordan, coming well above his line for Darwin Hearts. Darwin Hearts would just want to receive a game. The ball being played forward. Santos dealt well. Declan O'Shea playing on. Jamie, who's just come in, he's just kicked the ball for Isaac. Isaac not being able to.
He was offside anyhow.
Looks like we're playing 2 minutes of time added at least.
I think we're nearly towards the end of the added time. The assistant coach and the coach for Port Darwin indicating, and they have a message displaying for the players. Towards the end of the dying second, and that's referee Lay indicating that it's the end of the 90 minutes and as well as the added time. That's 1 for Darwin Hearts, 2 for Port Darwin. Port Darwin having scored both the goals from the substitute coming on, Isaac. That was a good goal scored by him, and very well provided assist from Edry, the hat-trick hero for Port Darwin. That's the end of the game for us at the Larrakia Park. Port Darwin still being able to get on with the win, and Darwin Hearts, this is their 5th loss in 5 games.
Yeah, they won't be happy with that. And on the other side of the coin, Port Darwin, well, that's their 2nd win in a row. So, and the scoreline pretty much matches what we need, what we saw here today in the 2-1 victory to Port Darwin. Hearts will be disappointed. There's a few dropped heads there as they slowly get off the pitch. But the coach, Damon Aldred, will get them together next week and then just get them focused. They just need to play with a little bit more shape and structure and not lose it at crucial times in the game. And those 2 interventions from Isaac Paul were special as a sub.
That's right. And Darwin Hearts, definitely they missed their crucial defenders there, Dubakarki, and as you mentioned, Osin. He was one of the key players that was missing from Darwin Hearts today.
Well put. Bamale being out and Dark Aki is a really loss for them. But you've got to go depth. You've got to go to your 20-person squad. You've got to get them out there and play. So, I will make mention of the captain. Cassim was just fantastic today for Darwin Hearts. Absolute tower of strength at the back of there. And, mate, it could have been worse had he not been there.
Yeah. And definitely 2 of the crucial back to the centre-backs for Port Darwin, playing a very much needed defence line for them.
Well, mate, thank you very much. That's your first call here in Darwin. I hope you enjoyed it. You actually got another one coming up, but we'll get to that in a minute. So listen, we'll take a short break. We'll go to a graphic and then come back and show you some of the highlights and grab a player from the team.
Thank you. The defenders are doing well job for both the teams. That was let's see number 9 if he can capitalize on the misfire. The first shot of the goalie was very close, going very close.
Again, in the select side on Wednesday night. Young kid coming through.
That's a well good played in. It's the ball played.
Now you've got a attacking raid now service on the right flank.
Well dealt by the keeper there, Dominic Price. Throw taken there. Ball played towards left. There was a switch of play from right to left, taking a shot.
That's captain to the Port Darwin captain.
Oh, being able to run in with Jordan Silk. But the boys still be able to do a very good job.
Yeah,
that was the captain for Darwin Hearts, taking the ball into the box. And Number 7 still with the ball for Port Darwin. That was Jose Romundo playing the ball in.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball.
That was a headed.
Oh, my goodness. Dangerous place to play.
Jose Romundo on the ball, taking the kick. That was a goal. Darwin still looking to attack and head into the halftime with the draw. Or could it be the ball? Look, he's got 2 hands up in the air, signaling for his players. Ball played in. Declan O'Shea getting the header. Jose Romundo still being able to play forward. There's 2 defenders, quite very trickily. Nutmeg Shravan there.
Go over there. And now Isaac Paul has won it. Isaac has kept that ball in. No, it's just gone out.
Minutes.
That's what I'm seeing, Hearts, in this build-up here. There's some possession play. Lovely boy from McAvoy.
Well played, but Jose Romundo, would he be able to score the goal? No, he's missed it. For Port Darwin, playing the ball on for Tobias. Tobias being able to make that quick run into the box of Darwin Hearts. Has all the energy that he needs in the game. There, Isaac being able to get behind the captain. There, Tobias still, Isaac still with the ball. And would he be able to get it? Yes, he has. That was a very... Being able to deal with the ball, because his defenders are doing a very good job for him. There again, it's Christian with the ball, being able to flick it. Has he able to be able to? No, he hasn't. Lining up to take the shot there. Shravan still with the ball. He's taking a left charge. Well, playing the full 90 minutes. There's a ball played in for Jose. Jose lining up to take the shots. Played in back for Pedri. Well played. That was number 11 there for Darwin Hearts. Mubakana taking the corner kick again. The ball calling in. And yes, he has. The ball seemed to be going in. No one. Mubakana taking the shot.
Shamango into the centre where Andrew was. This is dangerous. He was able to get a slightest touch. Oh, look at that. Boot. That is a beautiful ball.
Beautiful ball played in and has found back of a net. Beautiful ball played in by Edri there, and that was a very crucial assist. The man who was a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Tobias joining them as well. Yep, as we said, undoubtedly taken into the kick, but substitute and being able to provide that 2 goals for Port Darwin. Ball being played in. Declan being able to play well and dealt well by the keeper. Inside of the corner kick. He's lining up to take the corner. Yes, he has. He's turned the ball in. And, there'll be some of the added time, and with Darwin Hearts being able to score in the added time of the game. So not being able to see the kick.
There's McAvoy, the captain. Good intervention from him.
Oh, that was a very...
Lovely skills. Look at that.
Lovely skills.
Well, sometimes scorelines don't really reflect a game. This one did. 2-1, Port Darwin over Darwin Hearts. Really entertaining game of football. Hearts were in it every now and then, but didn't manage to get 90 minutes together. But Port Darwin did. I've got the super sub with me. 2 goals to Port Darwin, but 2 to you as well, mate. So congratulations.
Thanks.
What is your role to come on and obviously do that? Because last week you did it as well. So you're on a bit of a roll at the moment.
I always wanted to come inside and score goal because I wanted to get my spot. I'm the sub and I wanted to take off my spot in the first 11. So that's why I try to go in and score goals so that the coach can see that.
You did. Yeah, just hold the mic up a little closer to your mouth because I want to hear every word you said. Yeah. What I really like about what you do, Isaac, is when you come on, you've got a real pace about you. You manage to get inside and outside those defenders. It's fun to beat them, isn't it?
It's fun because I have my ability to run, so that's what I get about the defenders. I try to pass the ball, just my teammates to put the ball front. So I know the ability I have, so.
And that's what we saw with Andre, that beautiful ball through to you, which was a good 30-metre pass that dissected 2 players right at your feet. And, mate, when you get a ball in front of you like that, I've seen a lot of strikers actually mistime those. So you did, you took it with patience and you took it with a lot of poise. What sort of stuff do you do practice with that? Because kids, young boys and girls watching that stuff today, it was a great example of how to take a through ball.
During the training, I try to, I ask the coach to help me how to play. Like the coach always tell me I should be just between the strikers. because the coach told me I have the pace, my pace, so I should be just with the defenders.
Yep.
So that the ball to kick the ball in front, so that I have the ability to run.
You do have
there,
that
yeah.
ability, and,
Yeah.
and the good point is your coaches tell you that this just doesn't happen. You've got to train and train
Yeah, I have
and
to
train.
train and practice during the training as well.
So how many goals this year so far for you?
I got 5 goals.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many games have we played? 8. That's not a bad record,
Yeah.
so mate. Yes, it's round 8. So I don't know how many games you played. How many have you played?
I played like 4.
4 and you got 5.
Yeah.
Nice odds there, buddy. So Isaac, congratulations. Well played today. A great win for Port Darwin. I just want to ask you for the last question. How much does that win mean to Port Darwin and the rest of the club?
That win means a lot because it takes us closer to get into another position because we have been behind, so we want to try and push in front.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's one of those games that actually moves you up the table.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
So anyhow, look, today it's one of those days where Port Darwin gets 2, but actually you get 2. So Isaac Paul 2, Darwin Hearts 1. All right, mate, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
Just hang there for a second. My name is Bruce Slaughter. Thank you for joining this live stream on the Perform Network. We've gone right around the country, also around the world. We've just seen 2 great goals from the substitute Isaac Paul, and Port Darwin, through those 2 goals, have had a victory here today, the second in a row. So we'll be back at 8 o'clock with the Clash of the Titans when we have Hellenic taking on Casuarina, and that's around 8 o'clock back on this network. Love to see you then. On behalf of all the team working behind the scenes and those working in Sydney, we'll see you 8 o'clock.